So what I'm gonna do is that first of all, I'm going to do the briefing for the trap assignment. So this is our assignment. Okay. All right. So yeah, I will scroll through this first and explain, and then we'll give you some time to do the tutorial. Okay. So let's start with the actual assignment document first. Let me turn on the window capture, word capture. Yeah, that's what KL1. Okay, so wait, is it too small? Okay, so first of all, I'm going to show you this page. This page is actually about the format. Okay, so what you have to do, because you have learned the chapter 7, which is the biodiversity. So right now, what you're going to do is make a trap to study the biological diversity of your surroundings. So the trap will be left out for at least 2 weeks to obtain sufficient data. Then you analyze and write it up into a assignment about the diversity of life. Okay, so here will be the cover page. As usual, it's similar to the other subjects, I think. You have the logo, faculty, module code, module name. Okay, format. It's just the regular format of this of the word. You can see this Arial, but size needs to be bigger. Okay, no problem, Justin. You can actually put it in other places, because in every places there will be some kind of living being organism, rats, roaches, mosquitoes. So you can actually get it. Okay, or you can put it in the campus if you want. Okay, so table content, tree color, number, topic and page, introduction. Okay, so this one I think you just give like one paragraph enough lah, I think. Because this is not important. Method, okay, you have to put a state of the area of study. Okay, so you have to put the name of the area and what area is it with the pictures. Okay, yes, you can put different baits and a few traps because it is all in this document. You can use many type of traps. Okay, so the trap pictures and design, and then the baits and target organisms. Okay, so that's for method. And the third section will be results. You should put the picture of the trap before data collection, and then after you take a picture of the trap organism. Okay, so if it's alive, you can put a picture, sample picture from a distance away. If they're dead, put it on a bright surface, snap close-up pictures. Label the organism, legs, arms, antenna, wings. And then you create a table to list down the type of organism, code, and their number. So you have a table, the name, and the number. In that discussion, you should justify the choice of area of study. Okay, why do you select the area? Okay. And then, why do you select the design of trap? Why do you choose the bait? And your results. Okay, how do you get the results from the design and from the location that you put your trap in? Okay, and then conclusion, summarize. Okay, so okay, presentation I don't think we need to do, because we don't have enough time. Okay, just a few weeks more, so not enough to make a presentation. So just ignore this section. Okay, you just have to write up the assignment, that's all. Okay, so let me just close this down. Okay, I will show you the trap design. Okay, so in the trap design, okay, first of all, what you need, why you are doing this experiment is to study the diversity of animals around you. So you can diversify your traps. Okay, this is as a group, but because you are just 2 people, so you can do it solo. Yes, the assignment is 20%. Okay, so choice of bait is up to you. Usually my student will use many type of food, sugar, fruits, flesh, or meat. This one is pitfall. This one is a low cost. You just dig a hole, okay, and then put a cup, and then you put something like something like a wood and a rock on top. So what will happen is that the ants will go inside, and then they cannot escape. Okay, so let me just copy the link and put it into the chat. Okay, next is thread number 2. This one is called the sack. So this one is a little bit simpler. You just need organza bag. Okay, organza bag, and then you put it around a bed. Okay, so this one you have glove, garden net, and bait, and then what will happen is that a lot of the pollinators or any animal that want to eat the fruit, they will go inside into this net. The organza bag, and then they will be trapped inside. Okay, the instruction is here. And then the third one is the easiest one. So this one I've been doing it for many years. For semester 2 students, they like to do this. Very simple, very low cost. They just buy a bottle, cut the bottle in half, and then reattach the bottle, but with the top portion upside down. So what happens that if you can see that the design is like this, it's because animals, no, sorry, not animals, insects that can fly, they cannot fly directly upwards. They can only fly in something like a takeoff. So they can get inside, but they cannot escape, because whenever they want to take off, they will miss the hole. They will hit the wall. Okay. So many of the flying insects which are trapped, they either fall into the water, or they get stuck here, because they would try to escape from here, because they try to take off, but they cannot. Okay, so this one is the easiest. You just put the bait inside, okay, and then maybe you want to put some water, okay, so that the insect will fall down. But sometimes something else can get in, like the roaches, like lizard. Okay, some of my students from the previous years, they actually did it in INW, near the basketball court. There's a lot of trees and whatever. They will put it there, and then there's a lot, even earthworms coming in, right? Okay, and then this is how you make an insect bottle trap. Okay, so to make one for mosquitoes, you must remember that. Okay, yes, you can. That's actually the way to do mosquito traps. You do beaker water. And then the thing is, for mosquitoes, they actually need the bottle to be dark, because they like dark places. So you need to paint it black, or cover with black paper. Okay, a paper which is black, you just cover it around it. And also for mosquitoes, they actually need the water to be clear. Okay, so that's even easier, because you just get that water, and the mosquito will lay eggs on it. Other than that, you might also want to put some yeast and sugar, so that the yeast and sugar will release CO2. A mosquito will be attracted to CO2, because it smells like the human breath. Okay, and then they will come here, they will get inside, and then, okay, they'll be trapped. Okay, but the thing for larvae is even easier, because you just need a bottle and that's it. Okay, because mosquitoes, they just need a body of water to lay eggs. Okay, but for this bottle trap, you would actually want to trap the adult also. Okay, so compared to the mosquito egg trap, the egg trap is just to you want to remove the next generation of mosquitoes, but the current generation, okay, they after they lay eggs, they will fly away. Okay, so yeah, you can actually do that, but it actually depends, because I actually bought bought a proper mosquito egg trap, larval trap, and the mosquito didn't want to lay eggs there. They lay eggs in the bottle, yeah, in the tires. Okay, so yeah, it kind of depends on the area itself. If the area is sufficiently having a lot of like garbage or whatever, they will go to the garbage instead. Okay, so this is the post phase. What will you be doing after you catch all of these organisms? Um, Organisms which are not pests, like snails, okay, like beetles. You must return them back to the environment. I remember that one time, one of my students actually caught a green lizard. A lizard actually crawled inside to get the food, but he got trapped. So what happens that we open the bottle and then we release it to the wild. Okay, if they are pests, then you can just destroy them. Okay. If you place a trap in public places, you put a sign. Okay, for example, my students, they will put around IUNW, the campus. They would put something like a piece of paper with a sellotape saying, as biology experiment, do not disturb. And then they write it in Malay also, because the cleaner are all Indonesian. So when they see bahaya or jangan kacau, and then they know that they won't throw it out. But sometimes they actually throw it out. They put it in the bin. Okay. So yeah, other than that, if you want to make a pitfall trap, you must wear gloves. Because why? Because some of the insects that might be trapped, they can bite, like centipede, like scorpions, okay, like ants. So you don't really want to mess with them. Okay. And during the 1 or 2 weeks duration, you must check up on your trap. Okay. So yeah, the thing is, if you select a place where it's all cement, all concrete, there will be no insects going into it. Because I remember that one of my students, he actually put the trap near in IW there is a place that is called you know the student center. Okay, in the student center is just a building, it's just a room, and outside is just concrete. There is no trees, there is no nothing. Yes, that's correct. If for pitfall, you need the non-rainy weather. Right now it is rain season, so that might be a problem. Okay, I remember that one of my students, he actually put the trap near the student center. In near student center, there is all concrete because it is the indoor building. So yeah, for 2 weeks there's nothing inside, not even a mosquito. Okay, but the student who put the trap near the garbage bin near the cafe, there's a lot of flies. Okay, lot of even fruit flies. Okay, so it actually depends on where you put your trap. So if you want to maximize your yield or your results, you have to make more than one trap. Then put it in all type of places, using all type of baits. Okay. So usually baits with the smell, like salted fish. Okay, usually they will attract the insects or any living beings. Okay. One of my students actually use oil, the oil bottle, the minyak cap buruh, something like that, is an oil bottle. And then he made a big trap. So he wanted to catch a lot of insects. But what he found 1 week later is, the whole colony of ants actually make that bottle its nest. So the whole bottle is filled with ants, like hundreds of ants, together with the queen, together with the egg and larvae. So they all migrated into that bottle. Okay, so what happens that we had to like open the bottle and then just shake it so that all of the ants come out. Okay, because in IW campus there's a lot of ant hill. Okay, sometimes there are ants coming out, and probably what happened to my students trap was that ants sometimes they want to expand their colony. So they would send these young queens to new areas to expand, and then they somehow they found the bottle, and then they just migrate there and then make their own colony there. Okay. So yeah, for big animals, I don't think that's acceptable. Okay, insects okay, insects, in, anything like a centipede, millipede, but for rats, not so sure. As of now, I haven't seen somebody caught a rat yet. Um, the biggest thing that I've seen is a lizard and also a frog, and then a snail. But for cats or rats, I haven't seen one yet. Even for rats, it is really hard to catch nowadays because they are quite smart. They know that sometimes they know that it's a trap. They will not come near. Okay. Yeah. If you search to Google into YouTube, there is actually a few tutorials of how to make a rat trap using bottles, and they are kind of scary looking because he has like sharp spikes in it, so the rat can go in but cannot go out because the spikes are pointing inside, so they cannot actually go through the hole to get out because they will be impaled by the spikes. Okay, so other than that, I think that's all for this briefing. So do you have any questions? Okay, so if you want to see one of the examples, I can show you actually the examples of the reports. Let's see, assignment. Wait, assignment. Okay, not sure if okay. No question. Not sure if I can find the assignment. Okay, deadline would be let's see. The deadline should be okay. I'm going to show you again the Word file. The Word file says okay. The Word file says 2 weeks. Okay, so I think I put the deadline to be like 1, 2. Okay, I'll put the deadline as 17th. Right, deadline is 17th of December 2021. So you'll have 2 weeks to catch the organisms. Okay, let me find if there is there's actually example of it. Okay, so you need 2 weeks for your trap. So I have 1, 2. Okay, I will extend it to 23. I think because you need another week for the trap. So 23rd December. Okay. Is it okay? Because you also need some time to write the write up the assignment itself. Okay. Those I cannot find any examples. Okay, guideline. Okay, I have guideline. Battery, no. Let me see again. Okay. Okay, let me check. Where is the assessment? Here. That's it. Okay. I'm trying to find the file. Okay. Close. Okay. So yeah, I cannot find the example of this assignment. Okay. So I think that's the end of our briefing. So I think we can start to do our tutorial.